Now you're ready to access your Number World's digital resources. First, you'll want to go ahead and go to Connect Ed and type in your username and your password. Once you've done that, go ahead and click Login. You'll notice that I have several book bags on my account. Any McGraw-Hill Education product that has digital resources will appear here. You will only have Number Worlds unless you have other McGraw-Hill Education products in your buildings. You'll have two Number World book bags. The first one will be the Teacher's Edition. I want you to notice that you have an access to levels A through J for all the teacher resources. For your students, though, you'll only have access to the level they placed into or the level that you purchased for your building. For instance, we've been working with level E. You'll notice that I have access to only level E for my students. I need to assign them the content, though. Students will not be able to participate in any of the resources that we have for Number Worlds unless I assign them the content. We're going to assign that content to students in several ways. Once you click on Assign Content, you should see Number Worlds pop up. This is the content you want to assign to your students. There should be a level that should be there. Here for me, it's only level E. Now you may have multiple levels here, so make sure you click the appropriate level for the student's placement. It'll also let you know how many seats are available for that level. Go ahead and click Next. You have several options on how to sort of input or assign this content to your students. You could assign them by class, by teaching level, or by student name. We're going to first assign by student name, and then I'm also going to show you how you can assign multiple students to a level. Simply click in your student's name, but remember, all students must be imported to Connect Ed first before you do this step. If you have not imported your students into Connect Ed, consult your administrator to do those following steps. We're going to input Aisha. I type in her first and last name and click Search. It'll search for any student with that name. There's only one student with that name. I'll click on that student, and then I'll click Next. It asks me to verify if this is the content I want to assign to Aisha. I say yes by clicking Assign. A pop-up window will appear, and it lets me know that that content was redeemed successfully. I can also assign students in a different way. So let's review those steps. Remember, you have your Teacher Edition and your Student Edition, but I want to assign more than one student. I click Assign. I verify the level based on the student's placement, in this case level E. I click Next. But I have multiple students that actually placed in level E, so I don't want to do each student by name. I actually want to do multiple students. I could click on student name, but then I'm going to scroll down and click on the grade level that I actually put into them when they input it into Connect Ed the very first time. Connect Ed will now search every student in the system in grade 5. This way you can input more than one student. So here you'll see a list of many students. All of these students are in grade 5. I simply click on all the students I want to import in grade 5, and I can assign multiple students the content. This makes it so much easier than just assigning each student one by one. Now what I'd like for you to do next, your next action item, is to actually assign content to your students. Remember to make sure you select the appropriate level based on their placement. Also, post any questions, response, or comments to your colleagues or any McGraw-Hill Education program expert in the discussion board.